Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Today I went out to a card shop. Today's my off day. I went out to a card shop and I picked up some things. My buddy sent me a text early in the morning. He sent me one of these blooming waters that he got for $100, and it made me think, man, this is probably the last time you're gonna see blooming waters at $100. And so another buddy of mine came out and we ran over to a local place here in Houston called Gem Mint. If you guys haven't been, go check them out. They're great. Tommy usually helps me. He's a great dude. And yeah, they got a great store. But I walked in and I saw two blooming waters stacked up, and I was first in line. And this kid and his mom and stuff, they go up before, or they're there, and the cashier's like, "Who do I help next?" And I was like, "I'll let him go first." And he picks up the two things that I'm eyeing. So I was actually eyeing the blooming waters, but he picks them up anyways. And then he comes up to me after they do the sale and everything, and he's like, "Well, what can I help you with?" And I was like, "I was gonna do the blooming, but it's going to a good home." So this isn't the reason I'm telling you this isn't because I don't want you to be like, "Oh, he's a good dude." No, I'm telling you the product is in demand. It's been out for almost 2 years now, and it's still getting picked up quickly. I mean, the kid mentioned he's still chasing the Charizard, so I mean, it's still gonna be on people's radars, and I think that's something that stands out. I think this is a great set to invest in right now. And we'll dive into those reasons real quick. Blooming Waters, hasn't been out as long as 151 in particular, but I think any 151 product for the most part is investable right now. Blooming Waters is just the thing that I'm targeting because with the recent re-release and of all the product that hit Target, all the shelves were stacked, and to a lot of people, this is a scary thing. They sell, they freak out. For me, this is a great opportunity because a lot of product hits the market, and I didn't buy these at retail. I bought these for 100 each. They had them, I think, for 120, but I bought both. Paired them together, and I said 200, and I got both. You're probably like, well, that's not a great deal, but I think it is because when you look at it, Blooming Waters, this is a scary graph. You're just seeing it going down, but Blooming Waters is an interesting set. Just a few weeks ago, is that May 5th through May 11th, it was selling for $140. Okay, that's a $40 swing. Now that comes with people already knew that it was going to hit the stores. So it wasn't new information by any means. That's why you see this little drop here, because the news hits, but people are still buying it. And the scary thing for a lot of people is they see a lot of product. They think, a lot of people are selling it. So that, in my mind, is a time to buy. I picked it up because I think this is one of the last times that you're going to see stock like that hit the market for this set. Typically, I think the typical run date, now you can't ever really go on this, but it's about 2 years, right? The run cycle for the print. It's about 2 years. Now, again, you can't factor that in because Pokemon can do what they want to do. They can always reprint, especially with the set as popular as this. But it released September 22nd, 2023, okay? Now, if you factor in how many days that's been, that's 1 year, 8 months, 12 days. So we're getting close to that 2-year point. Some products don't even run this long. So you factor that in, I think this is a pretty obvious time for a lot of people to be pretty much picking this up, right? It's a good product. Just 1 week ago, it's $140. And that's still in print. Keep that in mind. This is a product still in print. So when you have an end date, let's say they do another print. Let's say they do another big print. Say Costco has another one and Target's going to do another one. Okay, so let's say that happens again. All right. But maybe it happens two months from now. Okay. Well, the prices are still going to rise up. Okay, so we're at what? 118 right now, market price. Most recently sold for 113. So let's go ahead and use 113 plus $5 shipping. We're at 120. Okay. So it's going to come up from that 120. Let's say it goes up to 130. And then your prices are going to drop again. So let's say it dropped, I don't know. Let's say it dropped down. So it went from 140 to like lower 115. So $25. So let's say we're at 135. It's going to drop to 105 floor. I mean, you can't always use that as a factor, but let's use it as a gauge, right? If it comes down to 105, I mean, this was a massive restock. And I think people are afraid of these big reprints and big restocks. But if the set is good and you're at the tail end of the set, this might be one of your last chances to see it sub 120. So yeah, so anyways, I bought two. And I just, I released it in the previous video. I thought it's a good pickup. I think it's a obvious pickup. I think you should be moving into 151 right now, because in 4 months' time, say they take it out of print, and we're already at $140, with it in print. I mean, this set could shoot up to 230, something like that. Look at seeing skyboxes, right? Let's see what those are right now. I know they're not that high, but seeing sky premium box. But they're 147. So when they were in print, right? Sam's was releasing them. Dude, they were $110. They ran up $50. They're out of print, and I still think Seeing Sky's a good pickup. A lot of people love opening Crown Zenith. This is honestly one of my favorite sets, and I don't really have much of it at all. I have one ETB, and I'll show you guys my collection one of these days. I can kind of give you a little glimpse real quick, but this closet, I don't know how much of that y'all can see, but one of these days that closet is just full of Pokemon. And you're not even seeing what's on the entire left side. I've got products. I'm probably right now, my collection is probably around, hold on, I have some mountain climbers I got to deal with. But my point being is there's always opportunities even in a down market, because you're seeing a lot of this product hit the stores, but you already know it's a good product. It was just selling for 140. You know it has the legs to do that. So don't be afraid. Trust your gut, guys. And hopefully you guys enjoy this video. This applies for a lot of different sets, but keep your eye out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, comment, help me out, and I appreciate it. Also join the Discord, guys. All right, later. Peace out.